Today I'm going to be showing you how to fix a key that seems to be stuck, or it plays a short staccato note. This happened to my piano. It's how I bought it, and I got a really cheap price on it. So I'm going to try to fix it. I fixed it once before, but it went back. So I'm going to try to do a more permanent fix and hopefully show you guys how to disassemble and find the problem. Okay, so just for reference, I'm using a Casio PX150, and the problem is the A note. So you can hear that no matter how hard you play it, it plays a staccato note, right? So that's big problem. It really makes it frustrating to play. So let's see what we can do. Quick aside, always use cups to hold your screws. God knows how many I've lost because I've just left them on the ground. There's a black bar that's used to mount it to the stand, and you have to take that off to reveal some hidden screws. All right, I don't know if you can see there, but there's actually screws inside there too, which are a little tricky to get, and in this case you have to unscrew the covers to reach them. So I don't know who designed this, but they sure wanted this to be sturdy. So now we've taken out all the screws, and the next step is to gently pull off this console in the center. It's going to expose some of the chips inside, so be really careful not to get any dust or hair or dirt on that. And then we're going to have to find the affected key now. So these keys, if you pull up, they seem like they won't come out at first. They'll give a little pop, but then if you apply a lot of pressure, eventually they'll pop right up, okay? And then you can see here, there's a little, how the mechanism works is that there's a little rubber pressure sensitive, almost like a button over here, and that pushes directly on the digital card, which then turns the signal into a pressure sensitive sound. So if you can see, there's a little difference on the A note, right? So let's look at the B here, right? You can see that the rubber ceiling on top is basically flat, right? And let's look at the F. Same thing, okay? Now if we look at the A right here, notice how it's bubbling up, right? It's kind of sticking out right there. And that's what's causing the problem. It's causing a wrong signal to be sent to the computer inside. So we're gonna have to fix that. All right, we're back, and I made a little adjustment, and as you can see, the rubber part is looking much flatter. It's looking like it's contacting the board much more uniformly, and hopefully that's gonna fix the problem. What I did, so let me just show you. So in the case of this piano, it seems like this rubber mat is being held into the board by kind of a peg made out of rubber over here. And what the problem was is, for some reason, the peg was either oversized or it expanded, or maybe the chip even shrunk. So this peg would only go in kind of up to here. No matter how much you press down here, it wouldn't go down any further, and that was causing this to pop out. So what I did actually is very gently, I took screwdriver like here, just a rounded tip screwdriver, and I put it in this hole right here, and I kind of just twisted. In a sense, I was not grinding, how should I say it? Filing it, like how you do with sandpaper. Really small, you can't even see the difference. And what it did is it changed it enough so that it goes in cleanly now. And hopefully that solves the problem, so let's see. All right, and a quick little side note. So I had a lot of trouble putting the keys back. Popping them out wasn't too bad, but I found that the shape of this, the weighted key here, makes it really hard to put back. And the trick I found is, so let's take a black key first, just for illustration. It's easier to understand. So if you just try to push it down like this, you'll see no matter how much you push, it doesn't really go inside fully, right? So what you have to do first is actually dislodge the key from the hinge over here. So let me do that. This key is, okay, so I have this key here. So instead of first popping it in and trying to jam it in this direction, we're gonna first place it, catch it inside the hook here. Okay, you can see it's caught, and then we pop it in, okay? And you can see that it's working. So it's much easier to do this with the black keys. The problem with the white keys is they come out so far that they get stuck on the plastic bit over here. So it's the same concept. So let me take out one of the white keys now. All right, so let's first try to catch it. So it's the free white key. Let's first try to catch it in the hinge. Okay. So as you can see, it's bumping through here. So what we're gonna do, man, it's gonna be hard to film this, but we're gonna wanna pull out on the casing outside here and then just kind of pry it in. All right, so as you can see here, I put it in kind of slanted, right? It's not hooked on the hinge right here. And as you can see, it's in the hook, right? So it's locked in. And then you just push at the top and then you're good to go, okay? So before we close it up, let's do a test. Let's turn on the power and see if this key works now. All right, moment of truth here. Let's see if this worked. There we go. Yep. Much better now. Can sustain the note. All right, so now we just have to spend the next 3 hours putting screws back and we can have some fun. So if this video was helpful, then please give a like or a comment. And if you want to really show your support, please give me all your money. You can do that by putting your credit card information inside the comments, and then I'll get back to you with my